Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I'm Jason, your host, and today we're going to talk about self-sufficiency when it comes to electricity and after yourself. Now this can be for people who are in a disaster situation where power goes out. It can be for people who are made homeless, who have to live in a tent or van or anything else. The one thing in this day and age you really fucking need if you want benefits, if you want access to jobs, is a phone. Now, yes, you can charge a phone at different places, but that phone can be your office. That phone can do all your emails. That phone can be you looking for jobs. Hell, if you've got a keyboard and a tablet and something like a simple tablet and that, or a very cheap powered laptop, one of the 65-watt ones, then you are set for your electronic life. But how do you keep it going? Well, you need two parts. You need a way to store electricity, and you need a way to harvest electricity. Like I said, you can't always rely on the fact that you could use a Starbucks or anything. You may not have the money to go into a place like that. So, at the very bottom end, we look at these. This is an old RAV power. It's got 3 outs and 1 in. It charges by a USB 2, a simple USB connector. The most it'll give out is 5 watts. It's not a fast charger, but this will trickle charge and will keep your phone charged. You pair this with some kind of solar. Now, I've looked on Amazon, and if you type in folding solar panels, you will see everything from £10 to £500. Now, depending on your money, the best thing to do is to try and get hold of a 60-watt solar panel or a 100-watt solar panel. These are small foldable ones that you can have inside a van. You can have on the side of a tent. You can have on your backpack hanging behind you as you walk around the town. There's one specifically made to be tied to a backpack with their own little battery that goes with them, and they charge while you walk around the town. And then that gives you the power to keep this charged. This is the basic kind of idea. This one's 8 years old. This is well out of its thingy, and it's still working and still fine and still healthy. Another type here. There's 2 RAV powers here actually. These ones, I do them in relay. I charge them outside. When they're fully charged, I bring them inside, and then I use them to charge my Steam Deck, to charge my phone, my controllers. Everything in the house that can be charged by solar is done. Now you can go much more fancy than these. Are the basics. These are the basics. This 145-watt one is a fast charger. PD3, it's a U-green one. This one will charge your phone really fast. Costs a hell of a lot more. It holds probably enough charge to recharge a phone 4 or 5 times. But what you want, you will realise that with solar isn't like electricity off the tap. Some days will be bad, some days you'll trickle charge, some days you'll get hardly any. So you need a few of these. The simple ones, the basic ones, you can get for £10–20. You can easily get 2 or 3 of them, and then you use them in relay. You keep 2 of them charged while you're using one, so on and so forth. So if you have a bad day and you can't get any charge to your solar panels, you've still got backup. You've still got the power to use this communications age, this entire electronic world, and it's fucking important. And then you go up to the maximum ones. This one, which actually can charge a full laptop and has a full connected 140 volt 50 hertz that thing, I believe. And this one can be used to charge meters. But you don't have to start with all that. You can start with a basic one. Look at this. This one's got a built-in charger. You leave this on your, it'll show you a light when it's actually charging. You get a few of these and put them on your dashboard in your van or whatever, on your windowsill, and this will trickle charge over time. The solar panels on them are never very good, but they'll charge enough that these will be there when you need them, and you can plug in your stuff, and bingo. This one also, this one's fully charged. You can see it's got 4 things, and I haven't done anything. I haven't charged it from the mains or anything. I just leave this sitting on a windowsill, charging up slowly over time. This only carries, I think it's 10,000 milliamps, so this can charge a phone. Usually a phone, there's a 6,000 to 5,000 milliamp battery. You can charge up twice from one of these, which is brilliant. This also has a built-in torch, and so on. These are the basics of life these days. And then there's this kind of thing. Wonderful things. These were £20. £20 when I bought them. It's got a radio. It's a light. It's a lantern. It's got its own built-in. You can stick this on a windowsill again, and it'll slowly trickle charge. It's also got this. If you need power to thing, you can hand crank it. You can plug in your phone, and where's the? There's an actual connector somewhere on it. There. So you can actually charge your phone via the hand crank. Not wonderful, but you can do it. You've got the backup. And this also gives you entertainment, allows you to know what's going on in the world, and so on. When it comes down to it, those are the basics when it comes to solar. So let's talk about food. If any of you have been to college, you know about ramen. You can usually find taps in parks and such like and that, as long as they're clean and not in bad condition. That plus bags of ramen. And yes, you can eat ramen dry. You can eat ramen with, and I'm not talking the fancy ramen, I'm talking basic 10, 20 pence ramen packs. It'll keep your stomach, it'll keep going. There is a lot of basic things like that that you can pick up if you can find cheap pasta. But then you've got to be able to boil stuff. So then, well, then you're looking for something called a rocket stove. What's a rocket stove? Rocket stove is a little stove like this. It'll run on, if you've got the money, then you can buy some butane bottles and run a heater, nothing. But understand this: if you're in a tent, if you're in a back of a van, never, ever, ever run one of these heaters without ventilation, and get yourself a cheap battery operated carbon monoxide, because it is way too easy to cause yourself death from that. So rocket stoves are very good for heating water, for drink, water for ramen. You can basically power them by go looking for dead wood. After every fucking storm in London and anywhere in the country, dead wood falls off trees. You collect some of that, you put it in somewhere where it can dry off in your van, and you can actually use that to do your ramen and that. You've got the money, grab yourself a 10 kilogram bag of charcoal. Use that to cook with it. There's so many different ways to be a little bit more self-sufficient, have ability to do these things. If you have to live in a van or if you have to live in a tent, it's not easy. It's not wonderful. Being homeless is not good. Thankfully, I've never been that, but I know people who have, and I know people who face those situations and have to fight through. It also gives you an option. You see, If you lose your house, or if your family threatens you, or if things go badly for you, then sometimes getting the fuck out is actually a good option. It's only an option you can make, though. I would love to say that everything goes awesome and life is wonderful in those situations, but it's not. It's not like sailing off into the sunset. But there is levels of survival. There's levels of choice you have to make. Whether you stay in the shitty situation that is destroying you, or you set out on your own. And there is levels of survivability option. So this is Jason for the Quever channel. I hope you're all having a good day.